Brother, if you're currently fighting with pornography addiction of any sort, let it be super serious when you're PMOing like four hours a day, or would it be just light, when you do not really supposed to be doing that thing, yet you're still doing that. Listen up, because I do believe that I found some principles throughout my journey of me going through all of this quote-unquote self-improvement journey, and most importantly getting rid of pornography from my life. So therefore I just want to share them with you. The very first thing, you have to realize and you have to understand that actually it is not hard to stay away from that, but it is actually hard to create the environment to stay away from that, because every single time, and I think that you might have noticed it too, that you just simply have this idea, like this energy that, hey man, today I will not be watching pornography, today I will not be fapping, and so on and so forth. Yet when the time comes and the urge comes, you just simply do not know what to do with that, because this is a habit, brother. And so this is what you will have to understand, that our habits, the things that we are doing on a day-to-day basis, which are quite much like hardwired inside of our brain, because in that way we do not have to think on those things, so therefore we do have more mental capacity to process new information. And this is how our brain pretty much helps us to adapt to the environment, and also helps us to cope with the uncertainty, and just pretty much makes us smarter. Okay, so every single time when you're just tying your shoes, you do not have to think about it. It's like a habit. It's like a habit, both on the physical sense with your nails, fingers, and both with your brain. It's like you don't think about that. So the same thing actually happens with, for example, meditation and sports, and also some habits which could be regarded as negative. So for example, pornography, watching pornography. And so what is happening, and this is my story, I would like to present you one situation so therefore you can relate to all the stages. I was working on something, and I just simply lost on something. So for example, I was working on a business, on a dropshipping business, and I just simply couldn't figure out how to say, like a little thing, figure out the checkout button to be green, not blue, or something like this, some tiny thing. And so I started to wander around the internet to figure out that problem, and I just simply couldn't. And something inside of me had been building up, which was stress. Like I just simply got stressed that I just simply do not know how to solve the problem. And from that stress came the reaction, which eventually became me, starting to pretty much unconsciously starting to like touching myself and all this stuff, and I just simply ended up myself PMOing for like hours, and I'm not kidding. And so what have happened over there is that it is habit. The habit has been dictating my behavior. And so from there on, pretty much what happened is that, yes, I just simply couldn't get rid of that. And so the thing that actually helped me to change that thing is completely new environment, completely new habits. Never sitting on that place. Another thing, you have to really realize, and you will have to understand which are the circumstances where this thing happens. When are you losing yourself? How you're sitting? Are you sitting on a toilet with the phones in your hands? Are you, in front of the computer? So now that you will be just simply analyzing the situation, just destroy that environment, brother. Because if you're destroying that environment, then you will not have the sensation. You're just simply killing that habit as it is, okay? So you just simply have to be more conscious about that, and you just simply have to figure out how that habit looks like, so therefore you can completely destroy that habit, so therefore you can just simply go ahead and say that, hey brother, I will be able to change that thing. Because this is the easiest way how you will be able to change this thing, okay? And so some practical advice over there. So eventually you will really have to realize that changing up your environment will require discipline. It means if you will just simply have to go ahead and discipline yourself. So for example, I guess that many times it happens when you just simply bring your phone into the toilet and something happens over there. And so by how you can just simply replace that habit is that, bro, phones not allowed on the toilet. And so the actual thing over there will be your next obstacle on the road to get disciplined, to have this discipline of, like, I'm feeling tired, I'm feeling shitty, I do not really feeling disciplined, so therefore I'm not bringing the phone. Because many times you'll be like, fuck it, I'll be just simply bringing that phone, I don't care about that. And so you just simply cannot allow this impulse to eventually overtake you. And so in order for you to be able to control your discipline and impulse and to improve your impulse control, I'm recommending for you to start some kind of an exercise, brother. So for example, working out have helped me a lot. And up until nowadays, when I'm feeling this tingling sensation, instead of going inside of the toilet and doing my thing, I'm just simply going out there and going for a run or going for a gym. And man, I do tell you that those are the best workout sessions. Because I just simply have this energy. I just simply have that buzz. Or I'm just simply grabbing myself and just going out to the city. Do something, like talk to random people, and like allowing my energies to work. And so by this way, you will be able to really channel those things. You will be able to channel those energies. And so this is something that I wanted to talk to you about, brothers, because whether you believe it or not, this is how simple this works. You just simply first have to understand your environment, how that happens. Like really consciously try to figure out, and already how that happens, but especially if you're younger, it's like it will be more harder to be honest with yourself. So hey man, I'm doing this thing when I'm on the toilet with my phone in my hands, or when I'm sitting in front of the computer and I'm visiting XYZ websites. Bro, like get rid of the sitting in front of the computer, just start standing, get to a standing desk. Or if you don't have the money to buy a stand, it's like put your computer, put books up onto the point that you will be able to stand. Like that's what I did back then in one moment. So just destroy the environment, and after you've destroyed the environment, also start learning some discipline and start to apply some discipline exercise inside of your life. Because guess what, this is one habit, and you will be able to change this one habit, but the underlying person will also start to change, but will pretty much remain the same. And so the actual mission over here is to just build yourself up until the point that you will be so disciplined and so much conscious about your actions, and also having the control so much in order for you to be able to control all of your quote-unquote impulses, that you will be able to just simply take life like this. So no matter how hard of a thing is coming in front of you, no matter what is happening with you, you're just simply able to go ahead and say like, man, I don't really care about this thing because I'm good, I can handle this shit. I got the discipline. I don't want to work today, but I got the discipline and I do work. I don't want to wake up today, but I got the discipline and I wake up. I want to fap, but I got the discipline and I won't. And that's the actual long-term mission, and this is how NoFap and semen retention will be changing up your life completely. And I hope that this is helps. And brothers, honestly, if you've got any questions, just shut me up. I've been struggling with this. I mean, I'm coming from the place when I'm literally was freaking doing PMO for 4 damn hours daily. I had days when I was destroying relationships. I didn't go out because I was so afraid of fapping me in the toilet, and like very 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 ugly things. And nowadays I'm clean for a very 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 long time. Like completely clean. And so I've gone through the whole journey. This is what I want to say. And if you have something, just hit me up, brother, because I'm here to help. Love.